John Brzenk versus Denis Cyplenkov. Historic rivalry. Nobody knew, many expected, but nobody really knew that these two are going to face each other once again after 14 years. And this time, the situation was changed. Denis Cyplenkov was the heavy favorite. So round one started. They agreed to start all rounds in the straps. Round one was an absolute war, because Denis Cyplenkov's back pressure was amazing, but John Brzenk's hand was not giving up. The match was clearly in Denis Cyplenkov's favor. His back pressure was amazing. He was leaning back. Most beautiful utilization of body weight that I have ever seen. Then Denis held him there for some seconds. After that, he tried to go sideways and then his wrist started going back. That is why the crowd started cheering and we thought that it is going to be John Brzenk who is going to turn the match around. Denis Cyplenkov was smart. He did not go any further to lose his wrist because there was a big risk. He came back. He held John for some more time. Then he went sideways once again. He lost his wrist once again. It was a slight bending back of wrist, but it was risky. So Denis is very smart. He went back once again. He stood there. He held John for another 5-10 seconds and then finally took his wrist and finished him. That was a really good technical match from Denis Cyplenkov. After that, in the second round, and there were good moments where John stopped the first round and the crowd was cheering. They thought that it is on. The second round, John Brzenk had the bad side of the buckle, so he thought top rolling is not an option. He went forward to shoot for the hook. And when he did that, yes, the match kind of got in a hook, but John was already way back over to Denis's side and way towards the side on his own losing side. So the match, instead of going there, was already there on this side. And from there, John had absolutely no chance. But still, the amazing thing is when it was in a hook and Denis went sideways with full force, with everything he had, he cannot finish John Brzenk. John stopped him. John was shaking. It was bad, but he just simply cannot pin him. The second time, it was easy. After that, John didn't have much. Denis hit sideways and finished him. Third round was once again a war. Similar, very similar to the first round. This time it went in a hook as well. But when Denis started going sideways to finish John, he started losing his wrist. And once again, smart technical arm wrestling. After that, I think John did a couple of fouls. So this time John had a couple of fouls in the third round. This time Denis pinned him with ease. After that, he just side pressed him. It was a side pressure move and Denis was way too much. In the fifth round, inside the straps, it was a flash pin by Denis Cyplenkov, and that's my bad. That was the round where John had a couple of fouls. He stopped Denis once again. This was simply amazing that he was stopping Denis over and over again. And after that, when he held him, Denis Cyplenkov actually said, "Sorry, John," because everyone was like, just pin him, just finish it. John was completely gassed out and Denis probably held him at the table for almost a minute. And it was kind of getting embarrassing. Then John pinned himself and Denis said, "Sorry, John, I'm sorry." In the final round, Denis went in a hook and there he said, he held him there and everyone said that, including me, that this is going to be a mercy round. Because if we go back to 2009, John dominated the first 5 rounds and gave a mercy round in the 6th one to Denis. We thought the similar situation is going to happen. But no, as someone was saying, Denis has gotten mean. Denis did not give that round to John. He pinned him towards the end. 6-0 for Denis Cyplenkov. This match, as I've been saying, was way more important to Denis than it was to John. Because John could have afforded to lose that match. Denis couldn't. He needs to beat a 58-year-old version of John who weighs 15 kilos less than him if he wants to make a comeback. Next stop for Denis Cyplenkov is Devon Larratt in October at East versus West. Give me your thoughts about that match in the comment section. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.